Hey guys, so some of you guys have been asking me for a nail tutorial video, and today is the day because I went to Walmart today and I lost one. So a lot of you guys have been asking me for this because of everything that's going on and the COVID-19 virus. Salons are shut down, we can't go out, we can't get our nails done, we can't get them filled, and I've been doing my own nails for probably like 3 or 4 years now. I am not a nail tech. I don't do this professionally. Anything that you see in this video is just how I do things. Yeah, my opinions, how I do things. I'm not saying you have to do them this way. You know the deal. In case somebody comes back and says, that's not how you do it, that's wrong. It's just me. I don't do this on anybody else. I don't have to worry about, cross-contamination or anything like that. So, anyways, I'm going to first apologize for my garage because a whole bunch of my mom's stuff is in here. But it's a garage, so this is where I am. I do my nails in the garage because the men in my house don't like the way that this smells. It does stink. So anyways, what you're going to need. I like to use these Kiss acrylic kits. It comes with a file, the glue, some tips, the powder, and the acrylic liquid. And the only thing missing from that is primer, nail primer. I like to use Mia's Secret Extra Bond. I actually saw on Walmart's website that Kiss makes a kit that has a nail primer in it. I have not used it, so I don't know how good it is, but if you want to try it, it's there. If not, I highly, highly, highly suggest the Mia's Secret Extra Bond. That stuff is the key. Without it, your nails are going to, probably before you want them to, pull up or pop off or something like that. And that stuff really keeps them on as if you got them at the salon. It's a game changer. Once I found that stuff, I was like, okay, I can finally really do my nails and not have to worry about having to redo them every week. You are going to need some files of different grit. You're going to need something that's really rough to roughen up your nails. Not a ton. You don't need to make them super thin. You just need to roughen them up enough that what you're applying to your nail is going to grab and stick. Also, you're going to want to use the really rough one to shape your nails. And then you're going to want some nail files that are a little bit smoother, so that after your acrylic dries, you can buff them out, smooth them out, make them look pretty and perfect. After you apply everything, you need to do something, either slap on a clear coat and be done. If you want to paint them, you can do that. If you saw my Instagram or Facebook post, you'll know that I am obsessed with these Dashing Diva nail polish strips. They are gorgeous, and they will stay on your nails until you are ready to take them off and fill and replace them with something else. They're beautiful though. I get mine at Ulta so that I get points for them. And yeah, I usually buy 4 or 5 at a time. I kind of do one of each of all the new ones and have them on hand. You won't even use every one in the pack, so you're gonna have some left over if you want to. Willow loves it. My daughter, she loves it when I do her nails to match mine. So I always have enough left over to do her nails too, and then usually there's even more left over after that. So if you have a nail pop off and you need to replace a nail, you're gonna have some left over to make it look just like the rest of your nails. And before you apply those, you need an alcohol prep pad to wipe your nail clean. Make sure it's perfectly clean before you apply them, otherwise they may not stick. Tips, nail tips. I can't remember if I already said this because, fun fact, I've actually filmed this intro. This is my 3rd time because the first time my camera shut off. Don't know why. The second time I pushed stop instead of pause when I was setting up my table. So, if I told you about the nail polish tips already, just ignore this. If not, I would like to tell you that I actually saw that you can buy coffin-shaped or almond-shaped tips So if you're worried about not being able to shape your nails perfectly, you can just buy the tips that are already shaped that way. And I think that's about it. So the acrylic liquid that comes in it works great. Sometimes I'll even buy bigger bottles and just refill this little glass one because it's little, it sits right next to me and I can just put my brush right in it. And then, oh, the powder. The powder that comes in the Kiss kits is really, really good. Actually, the whole kit is really great. It's good quality. Everything works great. I have purchased acrylic powder off of Amazon from other places that was just pure crap. So if you are doing your nails and it just doesn't seem to be working out and you're using something other than the products that I suggested today, swap out one product at a time until you find the thing that works best for you, because I'm telling you, sometimes it's just either the liquid's not a good quality or the powder is not a good quality and it's just not going to work out. So don't give up on it right away. The other thing is, it took me probably a good 2 or 3 months of doing my own nails and trial and error. Of course, I didn't watch any DIY videos beforehand. I just kind of figured it out on my own, but it took a little while before I got to the point where people would like compliment me on my nails, but not only that, but before I could look at my own nails and not be like, oh my gosh, I can totally tell that I do my own nails. So practice makes perfect. Just keep trying. You'll get it, I promise. But you're going to see today a full application of a nail because I lost one. And then you're also going to see just a fill. So you're going to get both. And I've already prepped my nails to get ready so that it saves a little bit of time. But I'm going to try and do this, make this as short as possible while giving you all the information you need. And I'm gonna get you set up and we will get started. Okay, so here we are. So the first thing that I'm gonna do to get started is, and I've kind of already done this for the most part, but I took off my nail polish. My nails are clean, and I'm just kind of cutting off any of the parts of the current acrylic that I can see are pulling up so that I don't have that to deal with. So anywhere where it's lifting, I'm just going to cut that off. Make sure that you guys are careful if you're doing this because these things will like fly. So protective eyewear is a good thing. I don't use it, but I'm gonna tell you that you should. So how is everybody doing? This is such a crazy, like, everything's just crazy right now, right? I mean, I went to Walmart today and it's like probably a third of their products are gone. It's so strange. I know a whole bunch of states have already completely canceled school for the rest of the year. My daughter is a dancer and I have no idea what's going to happen. This is her first year on the competitive dance team, and she was supposed to have her first competition this weekend, but it was canceled, hopefully to be rescheduled. The one that she was supposed to have like 2 weeks from now has been canceled, tentatively to be rescheduled. I don't know what's gonna happen. I know some studios have already like just canceled their whole competition season, but it's really sad. She misses her friends. It sucks, but we have to keep everybody safe, right? And that's why I'm doing this video, so that you guys don't have to go out to the salon. Okay, so I pretty much have the last one done here. If you don't need this part, obviously you can fast forward. Okay, so my nails are pretty good here. So they're all ready. Then the next thing you're going to do is you are going to take your file that is pretty rough, and you need to just roughen up your nails. So here's my nail that I need to put the whole thing on. I'm not going to use any, I'm not going to be using any tips today because my nail is actually the perfect length I want it to be. So I'm just going to put acrylic on top of my natural nail. It's so nice when you get to that point. And I'm just going to roughen it up. And like I said, I've already kind of done this, but I'm just showing you. And then when you get to the point where you're doing a fill, all you need to roughen up is, well, you need to roughen the whole thing up because you still need something for the new acrylic that you're about to apply to adhere to. So make sure you get all the way to the edge of your skin and make sure you really get the edges on the sides of your nail, because that is going to be where you're going to see your nails pull up most often. And I notice that it happens most often if I don't do a good job of roughing my nails up, like right up to the edge. Now I like to, just to save time, I actually like to shape my nails as much as I can before I apply the acrylic. So like I already like cut them all down to the length I want. I actually even already like shaped them on the edges, basically how I want them shaped. If you're going to do tips, I really suggest doing the same because it is going to save you a lot of time in the end with not having to do that. And if you make them too long and you apply your acrylic and then you have to like cut them shorter, you always risk, like pulling them up on the edges if you have to cut them with clippers. So that is that. Now you want to make sure, I'm going to kind of wipe them off over here. You want to make sure that you get all of the nail dust, acrylic dust, whatever, off your nails. Make sure that they're very clean. You can go wash them, actually, is your best bet. I'm just using a towel to really get them wiped off. And now you're going to use your primer. So this is the stuff, you just go right along the edges, and I just usually do like a quick little, the whole top, this nail, I need the whole nail done. And this is gonna help, I believe it like sort of like dries out your nail, like takes away the oils from your nail so that what you're applying will stick better. And it really does make it stickier. Like this stuff you can feel like it's sticky. Like that. So talk to me in the comments. Tell me what you guys have been up to, and definitely let me know as you're watching this video if there's anything else you want me to like show better, or if there's anything that you want me to go over more in detail. My camera keeps moving. Okay, hopefully that's good. Okay, so now I have my liquid and my powder, and I'm just going to start the application. You want to wait until it all turns like almost like clear, like you can tell that it's been soaked up all the liquid. And for my nail that I'm completely applying, I always start at the tip myself because I don't know, I just find it easier. You'll figure it out as you go, like how you like to do it. And you can see that I just kind of put like a big glob like right on the tip, and you're gonna need a napkin to clear it off. I always put a towel under what I'm working on just in case it leaks through or I spill or something like that. And now I'm going to start at the bottom, and you just kind of press it in, and then I will meet it at the top. Now remember that you're gonna file all this down, you're gonna shape it, so if it's not perfect, it's fine. You're also probably going to want to do, you're probably going to want to do at least 2 or 3 coats if you're applying nails fresh, just to make it thick enough. And again, if it gets on your skin a little bit, it's fine. It doesn't really matter. You can always clean them up later. Okay, so that one, I'm gonna move on to my fill here. Now, if you just like paint this on like nail polish, then you're gonna have to do like so many layers. So like, don't be afraid to like get a little, like get a glob, you know, get a decent sized glob on your brush. Just make sure that it turns completely, I'll try and show you on the next one. Just make sure that it turns like clear before you put it on the nail, because if the powder is still dry, it's obviously it's not gonna apply. It's gonna come right off, or you're gonna get like a weird like bubble. There's like a little fly that keeps flying in my face. Okay, so I don't know if you guys can see that. And again, make sure that you get all the way up to the edge. The most annoying thing is like doing your nails and then like getting to the end. And usually like I'll sit out in my garage and I'll apply everything, and then I'll go in the house and like wait until it like completely dries, and then I'll like shape my nails and like buff them all down like while I'm sitting on the couch watching TV. And it's super annoying when I like get everything done and I'm in there and I realize that I like didn't quite get all the way up to the edge, and then I gotta go back out to the garage, fix the nail. So what other kind of videos are you guys wanting? Like I heard some people say that they want me to do a eyebrow tutorial, how to groom your eyebrows. That's pretty much all I really do myself at home. I mean, I do my own, I do my nails, I do my eyebrows, I dye my hair, not as often as I should. Don't tell my salon friends. I actually have a video on my channel where I reviewed the Madison Reed hair dye system, which is really good. But the gray hairs are getting real, guys, I'm telling you. So once I like fill in like the parts that need to be filled, like where I, you know, had to cut away something that had pulled up, or, you know, just like the edge by my cuticle where it has just grown out. After I do that, then I'll go back over each nail and just kind of do like a final just like a final once over to make sure everything's like blended together and I don't have any dips. And then that's pretty much it until you are all finished. Make sure it dries completely before you file them down or buff them out. Got a hair here, it's bugging me. But yeah, definitely feel free to post any questions you've got below. And I mean, that's like, I pretty much just filled my nails. So like I said, I'm gonna go over each one more time. I'll do like a really quick inspection just to make sure I got it all, make sure it's all up to the edges. But that's pretty much it. My pointer finger might take a little bit of extra since that one was from scratch. So that one might need a little extra time. Actually applied pretty good from the get-go. That one I grabbed a little too much powder to begin with, so I'm waiting a second for it to all absorb the liquid. Make sure I go all the way up to the edges, get the tip. So while we're all stuck in our houses, or most of us are, what are you guys missing the most? I think for me, I miss seeing my kids in the studio because I teach acro, which is like tumbling. One night a week at my daughter's dance studio, and I just miss seeing all my kids, and I know my daughter misses going into the studio so much. We're doing online classes for her dance, and I'm able to put together some like conditioning and stretching type stuff just to keep my dancers strong and to help with their flexibility, but I miss seeing them. My full-time job is I'm a medical coder, and I do that from home anyways, so my normal job stuff hasn't changed a whole lot except for the fact that today is Friday and I'm not working because I'm actually furloughed right now, but they're kind of spreading it out for us so that we don't have to furlough for like 2 weeks all at once, so that's nice that they're able to do that. So I'd love to know how you guys are most affected by this right now and how everybody's doing. I hope that if you're watching this, I hope that you are still healthy. I hope that you aren't sitting at home right now worrying about where your next paycheck's going to come from or if you're going to be able to pay rent. I know that's a very real fear for a lot of people right now, and I totally get it. My